Okay, using your instructions for the lab, you will get to the point where you can see the apparatus. It should look something like this. The first thing you want to do is take control of the apparatus. So request control as described to you earlier, and then you'll see your name with controlling here. Quickly turn on the DC power output because this takes a minute and a half to warm up. So I'll just talk about the camera while that's warming up. In this section here, you'll also see other users. So you may see your lab instructor, your course instructor, or the technician, Albert Balbon, or someone else that may be available to help you. If you want help during the session, you can try this Need Help button. If there's a technician available, then you can chat with them, or else just use the phone number or email address that I have provided in your instructions earlier. The next thing you want to do is take a look at the camera controller, and for this you can have the main camera 1, which shows the outside of the apparatus, and main camera 2, which shows you inside the bulb of the apparatus. The camera presets are described here, and you can play around with them if you want, but normally we'll just use 1 and 2. I'll stick with 1 right now. Okay, the preheater just finished its heating up of the filament, and that just heats up the electrons on the cathode in the bulb so that they're able to be boiled off and accelerated. To accelerate them, we'll need to turn on the DC power output here, and this one will go on instantly, and also the current for the Helmholtz coils here, and that one will go on instantly. So once you've got all 3 power supplies on, you are ready to take some observations or measurements. You can turn on accelerating voltage by increasing this knob dial here, or typing in a value here, for example 150, or using the buttons here. So I'm going down to 145. Here you'll see the beam hitting the bulb, and that's actually not good for the bulb because it weakens the bulb and may damage it. So as quickly as possible after you've turned that on, also increase the current in your Helmholtz coils, and that will bend the beam into a circle. And again, you can use the knob itself, you can type in a value here, or use these buttons. Once you've got things where you want them, you will then want to zoom in on things. So let's say I've got my current and my voltage where I want, then just hit camera preset 2. Here is where you're going to measure the diameter. Right now, you can see that the beam here is centered on the bulb, which is 10. This reading is difficult to see because of the inherent setup of the apparatus. So it has nothing to do with resolution or anything like that. It looks exactly the same if you're looking at this in person. It's just part of the real world situation. If you change your values, current for example, you can see that this will change. So here I would take that reading half in the middle of this beam. To me, looks like about 9.25 right there, but of course you'll want to estimate an uncertainty for that. This is the diameter. 9.25 would be 9.25 centimeters diameter. You'll need the radius, so don't forget to divide by 2 later on when you do your calculations. When you're done, then you will turn off your power supplies, turn them all off, and release control of the apparatus as described in your instructions that came with this lab. So release control. And that is it.